Learning how to control distance in disc golf is one of the most important things. So many times we're focused on making our putts, having the longest drives, and oftentimes we lose the fact that we have to be able to hit so many different distances. Learning how to control your distance is more than just for approaches though. It's really important to learn how to control your distances for shot placement. So there are three things that we need to do in order to properly execute distance control. We need to slow down, we need to move fewer hinges, and we need to limit our range of motion. These three principles are so good that you're going to be able to apply them to both backhand and forehand shots because they're all the same in that regard. They're helping you limit how far you're throwing or how far you need to throw, and they're helping you have control over the disc at all times. When you throw full power, you're really putting your body into it. Chances are you're accelerating through your X step, which is helping you build momentum and getting you to throw further. Well, the thing with this is you need to actually learn to slow down when you're controlling your distance. And by slowing down, you're going to limit your tempo, which is going to help you have more control over the disc. And it's also going to improve your accuracy. When we talk about slowing down, there's not one specific part necessarily that we need to work on. As we are doing our X step at full power, we understand that we are trying to throw as hard as we can. And so when we're trying to control our distance and be more accurate and really hit our landing zone or approach the basket, it's important that we slow down so that we can be more in control of our movements. That full power versus slowing down is going to make all the difference in the accuracy. But because you're trying to control your distance, it's going to have that sacrifice of power. And that's totally okay. Obviously, when you're going for full power, you don't want to be sacrificing power, but since we're trying to control that distance, it's important that you slow things down because it's going to help you moderate that control. With all these different hinges and gears from the arms to the back to the legs, it's important that you know how to move fewer hinges when you're throwing. So if I'm throwing in this direction, if I'm doing a full walk up and everything, full X step, every hinge there is moving, everything is being used. But if I slow things down and I move fewer hinges, for example, in a standstill, I'm going to be able to have a little bit more control over what the disc ends up doing. The third and final thing that we want to do is limit range of motion. If you've been playing for a while, you've spent months and years working on these skills, trying to increase your distance, trying to improve your accuracy, and so you're used to throwing full powered shots. But did you know that if you limit your range of motion, you can maintain a lot of that accuracy, but not put as much power into it and actually hit your placement? But the thing is, when you have a 150-foot up shot, you don't need to be reaching out all the way. You don't need to have your arm fully extended. So you can actually just keep your elbow bent a little bit. And that's going to help you control just how much power you can generate. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still generate a lot of power when you're already kind of in the power pocket, but you can't generate nearly as much power as if you were trying to throw a full powered shot. But limiting range of motion is a common problem that I see in a lot of golfers, whether people I'm observing out at the course or golfers I work with on the GiveGo app who want lessons. It's important that you limit your range of motion to help control that distance. For example, if I throw a full power forehand shot, I'm really getting my hips, my legs, my back and shoulders, and my arm all involved in the throw because I'm going for full power. But if I'm attempting to approach the basket, the last thing I want is a full power shot. That's not going to help me execute the shot in front of me. So I limit range of motion. So if I'm in a standstill position here, I can still throw a pretty good forehand, but I don't want a super far forehand. I want something to just approach the basket or get in my landing zone. And so by limiting the range of motion, by reducing the number of hinges involved in the throw, I can get the exact distance and location that I want when I throw. And so when you slow down, when you move fewer hinges, and when you limit your range of motion, you actually improve your ability to execute every single shot out on the course. And the best way to practice these skills is to go to a field, and you can use cones or not use cones, but just really start to dial in and learn what the discs do when you throw on different angles. It's going to help you not only learn your discs, but also really get comfortable with powering down shots and learning how to control your distance. If you want to know more about standstill shots, go ahead and watch this video right here. It will help you guys a ton. I hope you found this video informational and helpful and that you learned something new. If you did, go ahead and like this video. I appreciate it a lot, guys. And until next time, have a great round.